Millennials and the rise of the information society. Who are the millennials? What really are the age bracket of the generation? It is common misconception that the millennials are simply the latter part of the generation. Most people believe that even if you are born in the latter years of 90s up to 2000, you are technically a millennial. But according to Pew Research on 2018, you can only use the label millennial to those who were born between the years 1981 and 1996. They have grown up during a time of rapid technological change and increasing access to information. This has had a profound impact on their lives, shaping their values, attitudes, and behavior. In this report, we will explore the key characteristics of millennials, how they differ from previous generations, and how they have adapted to the rise of the information society. The millennial personality. Millennials are often characterized as being tech-savvy, diverse, and socially conscious. They are also known for their entrepreneurial spirit, commitment to social causes, and desire for work-life balance. Examples of millennials entrepreneurs include Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder of Facebook, and Elon Musk, founder of Tesla and SpaceX. Millennials have also been at the forefront of social and political movements, such as the Black Lives Matter movement and the fight for climate change. Millennials are often characterized as being more educated than previous generations, with higher rates of college attendance and completion. According to a report by the Pew Research Center in 2019, 40% of millennials had at least a bachelor's degree, compared to 32% of Gen Zers and 26% of baby boomers at the same age. Now let's talk about the difference of millennials from other generations. Millennials are different from previous generations in several ways, including, first, in education. Millennials are more educated than previous generations, with a higher percentage of individuals having completed college degrees or higher education. This is partly due to increasing importance of higher education in the job market, as well as a greater emphasis on education in millennial upbringing. For example, in 2020, 39% of adults aged 25 to 29 had a bachelor degree or higher compared to just 29% in 2000. Gender equality. The number of females who have completed education has increased, and more women are joining the workforce than in previous generations. This is partly due to greater gender equality and opportunities for women in the workplace, as well as a shift in attitudes towards gender roles and expectations. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2019, 77% of women aged 25 to 54 had completed high school, compared to just 58% in 1980. Next is workplace diversity. Millennials are more likely to work in diverse workplaces, with the higher numbers of individuals from different racial and ethnic backgrounds. This reflects changing demographics as well as a growing awareness of the benefits of diversity in the workplace. There has also been a significant increase in the number of women who have completed education and are in the workforce. For example, in 2020, women accounted for 47% of the labor force, compared to just 29% in 1950. Next is marriage. Millennials are 3 times less likely to get married compared to previous generations, and many are delaying marriage until later in life. This reflects changing attitudes towards marriage and commitment, as well as economic and social factors that makes it more difficult to establish a stable family life at a young age. For example, in 2020, the median age at first marriage was 30 for men and 28 for women, compared to 22 for men and 24 women in 1960. According to the same Pew Research Center report in 2019, Only 44% of millennials aged 25 to 29 were married, compared to 59% of Gen Zers and 62% of baby boomers at the same age. Next is racial and ethnic diversity. Millennials are most racially and ethnically diverse generation in history, with a higher number of individuals identifying as non-white. This reflects changing demographics as well as a growing awareness and acceptance of different racial and ethnic backgrounds. For example, in 2020, 44% of millennials identified as non-white compared to just 23% of baby boomers. Next is in military service. Millennial men are less likely to become veterans than men from previous generations, with many opting for alternative career paths. This reflects changing attitudes towards military service, as well as a shift in the types of career opportunities available to young men. For example, in 2020, just 7% of male veterans were millennials, compared to 33% who were baby boomers. Next is urban living. A majority of millennials live in urban areas, with a preference for living in more walkable neighborhoods close to amenities like restaurants, bars, and cultural attractions. This reflects changing lifestyle preference and the desire for more vibrant and dynamic urban environment, as well as a shift away from traditional suburban living patterns. According to a report by the Urban Land Institute in 2019, 88% of millennials lived in urban or suburban areas, with only 12% living in rural areas. The next topic, the image of millennials. The image of millennials is often characterized by stereotypes such as being lazy, entitled, and obsessed with technology. However, these stereotypes are not necessarily accurate or fair. Millennials are a diverse group of individuals with a range of personalities, values, and experiences. While technology is certainly an important aspect of their lives, it is not the only thing that defines them. Millennials are also known for their entrepreneurial spirit, commitment to social causes, and desire for work-life balance.